Hello, my friends. This is Bobby D coming to you live from the Long Bon Cebu, Philippines. Having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Where you're from. Hey, today this is a very special day. We're gonna talk to you about U.S. veterans 2020 COVID-19 coverage and concerns, issues that you need to know. Okay, you're a veteran out there. You need to know. For those of you that here for the first time, I suggest you click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue seeing fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, we have a very special guest today, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Markel Wingfield, my man, Markel. Okay, y'all know Markel, man. He's one of our best subscribers, and he contributes to this show all the time. And we do the same thing. We contribute back to him, but he's a specialist. You say, Bobby, what are you talking about, Bobby? He's a specialist. He's a specialist in veterans information and affairs and benefits. And we want to bring the best to you. That's right. I don't bring these job time people on the show. Do you see any job time people? Hey, we bring the best to you because I believe you are the best and you deserve the best. Okay? I bring the best. He's going to bring you some information for veterans here in the United States and veterans overseas about your COVID-19 benefits. It's very critical that you know this. If you have a veteran out there, a friend, family member, you need to call them right now and say, look, Markel's on Live in the Philippines show, and y'all need to see it. You need to hear what's going on with your veteran because you never know. Coverage for the veterans can be shaky, but Markel's going to clear it up today. You got to give him the whole show. He's going to do his thing. And when we get through with this, you're going to know what you need to know if you're a veteran about the COVID-19, how it affects you. Okay, there's a lot of things going on, guys. I bring you information, I bring you education, and I bring you inspiration and motivation. Okay, I just don't talk trash to you. I bring it to you like you need it and that you need to know. Okay, I'm gonna bring Markel in. I have given him a brief introduction. Most of y'all already know him. Okay, but he gonna tell you a little bit about himself, and he's gonna tell you what he's gonna do. Let me bring him right now. He's already here. Okay.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
Waiting to hear from you, man. Waiting to hear all the.
Sorry, I had this growing out. Quarantine, can't go anywhere. So
I tell you, man, you got to do something to relieve the stress. All right,
okay,
man.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So basically, for those of you, I'm gonna just start first of all with everyone in Manila. I'm gonna start with the Manila and people overseas first.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move it to the mainlands, the US. All right. So for those of you who are overseas, okay, and you're in the healthcare system like in Manila, which is basically the foreign medical program. The foreign medical program is basically the guideline for the Manila VA clinic. Okay. So for those who don't know and you haven't signed up for the foreign medical program, the acronym for it is FMP. With FMP, that basically allows you, you being a disabled veteran who's service connected, and able for you to go get seen at the VA clinic in Manila. Because once you get there, you show them your ID, your DD-214, they're going to give you a form, and in the top of that form is going to say Foreign Medical Program. Now, with that form, like I said, they're going to mail you out information that shows you everything you qualify for that you can be seen at the VA in Manila. It's not like in the States where you can be seen for everything. You can only be seen for certain things that you're service connected for. Now, in Manila, as of right now, the VA has been closed and the regional office has been closed since March 17th due to the quarantine with coronavirus. So for those of you who have underlying issues or you have something that you want to talk to someone about, here's what you need to do tomorrow in case you can't get a hold of anyone. The first thing you need to do is call the 800 number, which is 1-800-827-1000. Let them know you want to sign up for My HealtheVet. Okay, that's My Healthy HealthLY, I think, Vet VET, and they will set you up with that. Now, once you get set up with that, okay, especially those of you who go back and forth from the U.S. to Manila, you want to make sure you get a premium account. Once you have a premium account, you can then email directly your doctor, your psychiatrist, your nutritionist, whoever, Okay, you're able to contact them directly. Now, because of the COVID-19 situation, going to a VA facility is going to be very hard to do, just like it is with most areas, because they want to get a screening first. So before you go to the emergency room, especially if you're going to the VA, if you're in the States, you want to call them first. They're going to do a screening to make sure that you don't either have it, or if you do have it, they're going to send you somewhere else. Most of the time, and this is for you guys in the States, they're going to send you to CVS. They have a minute clinic in CVS that they have a contract with. So you're able to go there, especially if what you're going for is service connected. The VA will handle it from that point as far as billing goes. For you guys who are in Manila, that's why I bring up My HealtheVet. This will give you the opportunity to talk to someone to describe whatever issues you have, whether it's medical, whether it's psych, okay? Now, if you can't, for whatever reason, get through to that number, there's another number you can call, which is the crisis line number, if you're having issues mentally, okay? Let me find that number real quick. Here it is. So it's 1-800-273-8255. Again, this is for people who are having mental issues. You're in a crisis. You want to talk to someone. You don't know who to talk to. It's 1-800-273-8255. Now, for you guys who are living overseas, okay, and you can't get seen, say you don't have a service-connected disability, but you signed up for the VA in the States, and you don't have a copay because your income is very low. Where's the closest VA you can go to? That would be Guam. Guam is your closest one in Manila, okay? For those of you who are in Santo Domingo, there's a third-party VA service in Santo Domingo. There's a third-party VA service here in Colombia, in Medellin. There's one in Panama. They're in different places, okay? So whatever country you're in, outside of the U.S. and U.S. territories, you need to check to see if there's a third-party VA there. Now, if there is a third-party VA in whatever country you're in, they're going to operate off of the Foreign Medical Program. The same thing I described earlier, where you're basically going to get seen for service-connected disabilities only, okay? Very few instances where you will be seen for something that's not service-connected. More than likely, it's got to be something life-threatening because, one, they only have so much space. They usually only have 1 or 2 doctors, which is why they schedule you out so far, okay? Now, if you need medication, this is where My HealtheVet comes in. For those of you out there who are still connected to the U.S. or you're connected to the services here, in Manila. With My HealtheVet, you can order your prescriptions. You can request appointments. You can check to make sure you have the correct appointments. You can sign up for telehealth. Now, that's another one I'm about to get into right now, which is telehealth. A lot of you guys probably never heard of telehealth, okay? This is something new that the VA has, and they also have an app for it, okay? There's a VA mobile app. You can download it on Android. You can download it on Apple as well, on iOS, okay? And basically what telehealth allows you to do is they will set you up an appointment to where you can have a video conference with either your primary healthcare doctor, their nurse, or your psych doctor, or their assistant, okay? Where you can have a face-to-face conversation. Whatever's going on with you, you can explain it to them, and they'll be able to help you whatever way they can during that video conference call, okay? It's called telehealth. That's another thing that you can call tomorrow at whatever facilities you're at to try to set up. Now, for those of you who want to file a claim or you want to file an appeal, you can still do that online, okay? If you need assistance, if you don't quite know how to do it online, you're not computer savvy at all, you don't have an e-benefits account, because you're going to need an e-benefits account in order to sign up, in order to file either a new claim or an appeal, okay? If you don't have an e-benefit account, call the 1-800 number, 1-800-827-1000. Tell them you want an e-benefits account. They will set you up to get an e-benefits account. Once you get an e-benefits account, you can simply go online to e-benefits and put in a claim if you want to put in a claim. If you already had a claim in and you want to file an appeal, you go through the process and you file an appeal. Okay? So they're still working from home, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to file something and think it's going to take, well, I don't know if they're going to get to it or whatever. Yeah, they're still working. They're just not working in the office anymore. Everybody's at home. They can take their computers and everything to their house and work from their house. Okay? All right, Mr. Dix, you got any questions for me? Let me get on here and see if there's any questions that he got for me here.
All right. So you mentioned that let me give you some scenarios and you tell me how it's going to work out for me.
Okay.
I'm in Philippines. I got the COVID-19. All right. And I'm a veteran. What's my first step to get myself treated? Do I go to a local hospital? What is my first step?
Yeah, you got to go to a local hospital. Unfortunately, here's the situation, and I'm just going to speak real about this, okay?
Okay.
If you don't have an underlying condition that's respiratory, where you're service connected for it, right? The VA in Manila is not going to be able to do much for you. Because if you catch COVID-19, which is a respiratory issue, and say you're just service connected for your left leg, that is not something they're going to cover. That's something you're going to have to pay for on your own or either with private insurance.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, if you were in U.S. territory or if you were in the U.S., that's totally different. Depending on what your rating is also. You need to be at least 50% or higher, and you can be seen at any hospital in the VA or in U.S. territory. But if you only got a 40% or 30% rating and it's an emergency, but you don't have insurance or whatever, you're pretty much on your own because the VA is not going to cover it unless you got like Medicare or your own private insurance. They're not going to cover it.
Okay. With the VA hospital being closed in Manila, what is my option to go to a regular hospital?
Yes. Now, if it's service connected, now here's the difference now. If it's something that's service connected and you have to go to a hospital for something that's service connected, the VA will cover that. Okay? Once you go there, you get billing. Even if you pay out of pocket, they're going to reimburse you. Okay? Because that falls under the foreign medical program. But it has to be service connected. If it's not service connected, you got to pay for that out of pocket.
Okay, what's the status on the VA as far as the states? I'm a veteran in the States. They told me I got COVID. I don't want to go to a hospital. I need to go to the VA. Will they take me in?
They're going to screen you first, depending on if they have any spots available, depending if that hospital facility is accepting patients that have COVID, they will. If they don't, they're going to direct you somewhere else where you can go.
But is that if they direct me somewhere else, is that on me to pay or they still will cover that?
No. Well, they're going to cover that. Again, depends on your rating. Remember, 50% or higher, the VA is going to cover pretty much everything. Anything below 50%, no. Unless it's service connected, you're going to be on your own.
Okay. What about the VA checks and stuff? That's still coming like normal now? I mean, everything's slowed down as far as the government. But is all the veterans checks still getting their checks regular and everything?
Oh yeah. Social Security and VA is like nothing ever happened. You still gonna get paid. You should have got paid today. And whenever you get paid from Social Security, you're gonna get normally paid like you do. That's not gonna have any effect on it.
Okay. What about the coverage for the family members of a veteran? Say the veteran's hurt, the veteran got COVID-19, he infected his whole house. Is his household going to help? Is the VA going to help his household too, or just the veteran?
That's a little bit of a gray area right there now. It depends. Okay. If the veteran is a retiree and they have TRICARE, then yes. If it's just the veteran themselves and someone else gets sick, that's a little bit of a gray area there that they have not covered. That's an excellent question. I'm going to have to get back to you on that one because that was a little iffy. With the wife, I'm pretty sure they'll cover the wife. Okay. And just say like it's 4 people in the house and they're all closely related and the veteran's 100%. I'm pretty sure they'll cover everybody in the house.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, let me ask you now, you said that the closest VA is For Asia is Guam. What about if you're in South America? What's the closest one for them? People in South America.
There's one here. There's one here in Colombia, in Medellin. There's a third-party VA here. There's one in the DR. There's one in Panama. They're pretty much scattered, different places. So whatever country you're in, you want to check to see if there's a third party that offers direct billing is what it is for FMP. Because you can basically go to whatever hospital you want to go to. Right. You don't have to go through a third party, and you pay the bill yourself, and then you just send the bill and the medical records to FMP, and they reimburse you.
No, I don't want to pay nothing out of my pocket if I don't have to. That's what I'm trying to find out what I need to do to get them to pay. Okay, but okay, I'll
put it to you this way, Mr. Dick. Let's just give you this scenario. Let's just say that you signed up for the VA in the States. Okay. Now, let's say you have no service connection, and let's say your income is very low. Your income is limited, right? But you only get Social Security. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, say you're in Manila and you're like, okay, well, I can't afford to pay for whatever procedure I need to get done. You can go to Guam and have it done because you're already in the system. There is no copay, so you're still going to get health care. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. They do a means test. So for those of you with low income, they do a means test. Okay. And you fall underneath, because most people who just get Social Security only are going to fall underneath, and they're not going to have a bit. They can get health care that way. But if you're overseas, unfortunately, it's only what your service connected for. And if you don't have a service connection, they're not going to see you.
Got it. So it sounds like the veterans are being taken care of, but because of the slowdown in the government, they have to do some extra changes to get to the
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Now, tell me some more about telehealth. You say it's for remote conferences. Is that for a file or something like that, or because he can't travel down to the board, it's just to do a teleconference to get things straightened out?
Well, they had already started this anyway, because I've been doing teleconferences with my psychiatrist for 2 years now, and I've been everywhere. So all it is you just need an internet service and some way to communicate video conference. They send you a link. You go through the instructions on the link, and then there's your psychiatrist or your doctor or whoever, and you have a discussion. You go over your medication, you go over whatever issues you're having right then and there. It's a way to save time from a veteran having to go in all the time. And it creates more time, more space for other people to get in. Say you have a 15-minute conference, you can see 5 veterans in an hour, where before it would take 1 hour just to see one.
Right.
So it's more time efficient.
Okay. How did that compare to My HealtheVet? Telehealth versus My HealtheVet. Do they work together, or is it two separate, or it's all?
That's two separate things. My HealtheVet is a website, that veterans can go to where they can get prescriptions refilled, they can set up appointments, they can email their doctor, they can look at their medical records. There's a bunch of different stuff you can do on My HealtheVet. Now, with My HealtheVet, like I said, once you sign up there for that account, you need to tell your doctor you have it, and you need to get a premium account, because a premium account allows you to contact your doctor or your provider wherever they are. Okay. And then telehealth is the video conference. That's the one-on-one. That's when you got to call them also. It's with your provider to set that up. Okay. And then your provider will email you. They'll call you first and let you know, hey, in 20 minutes, you're going to get an email. Follow the link from the email, and then you have your conference with your provider, whoever it is.
So that's myhealthevet.gov.
Right. That's My HealtheVet. Yeah, if they just type in My HealtheVet, it will come up.
Okay, cool. All right, well, that's we're gonna open it up. We're not gonna do the love train right now. We're just gonna open it up, see what kind of question we got, and go from there. All right.
Okay.
Who we got coming here? Right now, guys, for those of you in the chat line, we just gonna open it up. If you got a question from Markel, you got a question from me, just let your questions be known. We're not riding a train right now. We want to get all the information out and get all the questions answered that you have. Okay. All right. So we got Frederick Mason. Good morning, Bobby Denise. Good morning, Frederick. Good to see you, man. What's up, Markel? Talking to Markel.
What's up?
Most of my people are Markel's people. Most of Markel people are my people, and most of those people are good people. Okay, remember that, y'all. All right, Pretty Bass, it's time to ride the train. Yeah, man, let's get on board. Ride this train. John Thomas riding the train. Bobby D and Lisa D. Markel into his house. Markel, what's up? What's up? Terry Fleming. He said, morning, morning, Lisa and Bobby D. All aboard. Let's ride this train, man. Hey, Markel, Terry Fleming, what's up, man? Terry Fleming, are you
What's up, Terry? How you doing?
I bet he's a veteran too. Michael Coffee, Nurse Coffee in his house, needs some coffee. He's a little Bobby. Go rent the DVD movie from 2011 contain. Hey, I saw that movie, man. That's an eye opener. You guys haven't seen that movie? Check it out,
Yeah,
man.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what's happening now is in the movie. Like it's a reflection of what's happening now, man. It's scary too. Gabi VG, what's up? How you doing, Gabi? He said, are they accepting? Okay, this is Markel. Markel's got a question. He said, are they accepting veterans once things get up and running again without passports into the Philippines? I heard something about that. Well, I guess I could answer that one. She's
Yeah, I
asking,
don't know about it.
okay, she says, are they accepting veterans once things get up and running again without passports into the Philippines? I heard something about that. You got to have a passport to get in the Philippines. Now,
Yeah.
if you're a member of the active military, they may exempt you if you have an assignment here. If you're with, like you, let's say a lot of times the U.S. will have training exercises with the Philippines Army. If you're going on transfer with your group, your Army group, you won't have to have a passport. That's the only way a veteran does that. Well, he's not a veteran; he's an active military.
Yeah.
All veterans don't have to have a passport. Okay.
Yeah. If they got an active duty ID card, that is like a passport. They can go with that.
Exactly.
But
They go with that.
if you just a veteran, you just a normal average person, no. I
Yeah.
can't see them letting you enter the country without a passport.
Now, if you're a veteran, you've been in the military, you're retired, you're a regular person now, but you're a veteran, you're going to have a passport. If you're an active military person coming into the country to partake of a military exercise with your group, with your military group, you may not need a passport, but you'll need your active military ID card. That's the only way you can get in this country without a passport, unless you're an active military personnel. Gotta be okay. Gotta be look like you're new here. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the show. God be good to have you. Good to have you. All right, we got riding the train with Bobby D and Lisa D. Michael Coffee. Need some coffee. It's a Bobby D, Lisa D 2011 contingent on Netflix. Will tell you more about the pandemic. Okay, I saw that movie. Eddie Jackson, he said, two great interview. Thanks so much. Marco is a wealth, has a plethora of information. He specializes in veterans benefits and affairs. You gentlemen out there that have not signed up to this channel, go ahead and do so. Subscribe to this channel. If you're a veteran, especially if you're a veteran, even if you're not a veteran, subscribe to this channel because you got people in your family that's veterans. You can look out for them. And a lot of veterans need the help, man. A lot of them on the street. They're on the street and they don't take advantage of the veteran benefits they have. They served their country years and years ago, and they're down and out on their luck, but they still can get help. And if you know somebody like that, help them out. Have them contact Markel. Riding the train, Bobby Lee, Lizzie, Michael Coffee. He said, Lizzie, Bobby, make sure you wear the N95 and N95 mask. People sneezing and droplets out there. Nose can spread. Hey, we don't go out. We don't go out, man. We stayed in the house. And we have a neighbor outside in our garage yesterday. A neighbor, he came out there. I said, we got to go in the house. I don't know what he got. We're at least 6 feet away. Of course, we're 6 feet away. But still, I said, listen, we got to go in the house. You don't know what people, when you see people coughing and sneezing, do a pew, get on away from them, man. Social distance. That's what we do. Riding the train, Bobby D. Michael says, so many people are walking around with no mask here in the USA. You're putting life in danger. This virus is very, yeah. A lot of people, especially in California and in New Orleans, where they had a big Mardi Gras. And that's why New Orleans numbers went up like that. Over 1 million people went to Mardi Gras. And after that, the numbers like, no mask. Just party, party, party. But I bet they ain't doing that now. They cracking down. They got a lockdown on them now, And California, the same way. Spring break, I don't know. For the life of me, I can't understand Just because it's spring break, you gonna forget about the virus? Come on, man. Young people, wake up. There's a life-changing virus out there. Use your head. Stop being crazy. I know most people think it's invincible, but this virus don't care whether you're young or old. Go ahead, Mark. Yeah, question?
Like I'm not trying to turn this political, but I want to say this.
Right.
When you have a leader and there's one voice, okay, to shut down everything, okay, this is like a nationwide thing. That's why we have a leader at the top. It's just like military orders. You got one person at the top that gives orders down that filter to everybody else. You got somebody at the top that should say, you know what, this is a nationwide shutdown. Like here in Colombia, it's the whole country. There isn't this city or this area. No, everywhere is shut down. It is not like that right now in the U.S., which is why you got a lot of young people still out walking around. There's a university that just opened back up, Liberty University in Virginia. Why did he do that? To define what everybody is saying. He's calling it, he's saying it's not that serious. You got bodies, people dying. He said it's not that serious. So, okay. I'll just leave it at that.
I agree with you. It does start from the top. Leadership has to set the example and have to set the role model. If you don't have bad leadership, you're going to be following bad leadership. You're going to have some hard times and suffering. That's what's happening in America right now. We have a leadership, and I'm not pointing fingers at any one particular person. I'm saying the administration itself is not the best I've seen. I've been on this earth for a long time. This is one of the worst administration I have seen. Some of you may differ, and that's okay. You know, we have our different opinions. But when you see somebody get in office, disband everything that will protect your people, like the illness, protect the illness, infection, illness department was disbanded. You know, that's the people that was supposed to lead us through this crisis. They were disbanded, got rid of, fired. Okay, and so we were left unprotected. And when you see somebody get in office, say, "Well, Easter we gonna be back and everything gonna be over," come on, man. Easter is based on the numbers, man. And now they finally found out it's based on the numbers. I mean, you got people that's making decisions that are not qualified to make those decisions. And you got people running the country that is not totally qualified to run the country. And as a result, the United States is suffering. People are dying because people are not qualified to run this country properly. Now, I'm praying for people, the administration. I pray for them every day. I don't hate them. I don't have no business hating nobody, but I pray for them. I'm praying that they can see the light and start making better decisions and stop making crazy decisions and stop calling people all kind of crazy. It don't make no sense, man. Anyway, I'm gonna let that go. That's it. Who else we got? Riding Train, Bobby D, One Nation Under a Groove. We got Michael Kopp. He said, people please stay at home, only come out for your groceries, banking. You will help us nurses. Nurse Mike is telling us to stay home. That's what I'm doing, Mike. Markel doing the same thing. He on lockdown just like me. And we're gonna stay at home and work this thing out. It's gonna be all right. You know, it's gonna be some time, but it's gonna be all right. You know, even with the bad leadership in the USA, it's gonna take some time, but it's gonna get done. We have to pull behind them, even with the bad leadership. Still pull behind them to get the right people with them that they help them make better decisions. Because everybody lives. We're talking about lives, man. Ain't no dollars now. It's lives. Before he was making them bad decisions, it was just money. Okay. But now we're talking about human lives, American lives. We can't play with that, man. We cannot play. And you guys that are able to vote, go to the ballot box. Make your decisions. Make your complaints be made known at the ballot box in November. That's what I'm gonna do. Ride a train, Bobby and Lisa D, One Nation Under a Groove. Michael said, I think I got the money out. All right. Terry Fleming, he said, if a veteran's, this is probably for you. He says that if a veteran is 100% married, have children from ages 0 to 18, his wife and children gets. I guess he's saying if a veteran is 100% disabled, right? He's married, have children from 0 to 18, his wife and children gets the benefits. Is that right, Mark?
Depends. If it's 100% permanent in total, now with the wife, it will depend on how long they've been married. Now there's statutes with the VA. You don't just get married tomorrow and then she's entitled to everything that you get. No, there needs to be a 5-year. Let me make sure I tell you right. It's 5 years after you've been married. She's entitled to health care. She's entitled to educational benefits. 10 years after you've been married, she's entitled to what's called, I can't think of the technical name for it, but basically, if something happens to you, she'll still get money. The kids will still get money. But that's after 10 years of marriage. So if you just go get married tomorrow and you're 100% P&T, thinking that she's going to go to school, no, it doesn't work like that. There has to be time behind it. Okay? Yes, so it's not just a boom, bam, okay, I got benefits, but you can be 100% without P&T, and your wife will still you'll get money for your wife, you'll still get money for your kids, but they won't get educational benefits without P&T status.
Okay. All right. So it just depends. All right. I got you. But I think you were just talking about maybe the retirement benefits, about whether the wife gets, because after 10 years in the States, you've married for 10 years, your wife is entitled to retirement benefits, even if you divorce, That's maybe what you're talking about. I don't know. Not sure. All right. Right train. Michael Cobb, he says, hello, God bless you with you. May the spirit of the Lord be with you. Okay. Thank you so much, Mike. Nurse Mike is in and out. He's doing a lot of hours at the hospital. And so every time he get a break, he'll just make a message and keep going back to work. Okay. So that's what he's doing these messages about. All right. Thank you so much, Markel. Thank you so much for the donation, man. Appreciate that, man. See how Mark telling you? Markel supports this channel every chance he get. And for that, we said thank you, man. Got to do a dance. Got to do a dance. Hold on. Got to do a dance. Y'all know what you got to do. All right, here we go. Get this out. Let me get this out. Get that out right there. Who we got? Okay, you on duty today. Come on, Michael. Let's do it. Dance. All right, Mark. We got another dance coming up. Lisa D on the control today. She just got back. Thank you so much, Markel. Appreciate that, man. Markel. All right, who else we got around the train today? Terry Fleming. He says a veteran's wife are 100% covered for school and health care. Okay, we just talked to Markel about that. That depends. Okay, that depends. Okay, that depends. Okay,
yeah, I think I answered that.
Yeah, he said that depends. All right, Michael Coffey. He said, "Lisa D and Bobby, tell Markel, God bless him, giving good info. Take care, brother, and keep the faith." Hey, thanks so much, Markel.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Terry Fleming around the train said, "Yeah, Markel, via administration grouped all my claims and are now holding them up in the decision phase. I'm stuck at 70% until the Dirty South reps for VA gets pushed by the powers that be." Okay. So he's stuck at 70%. He's trying to get to 100%. It looks like he's putting the claim and it's on hold for some reason.
Now, let me just say this. If you're a veteran out there and you have a single disability at 60% or more, or 240% ratings or more that add up to 70% or higher, you can file for unemployability. Individual unemployability is another way to get paid at the 100% rate. So if you're 70% out there, right, and you can't work, you've been deemed unemployable, so you got Social Security, that will help. I'm not saying it's going to guarantee you to get it, but that will help. You getting it. One agency already saying that you're unemployable. They will pay you at the 100% rate. Okay, that's another way. There's a lot of veterans out there who have 60%, 70, 80, 90%, but they have IU behind it, which makes up the difference to pay them at the 100% rate.
Right. Okay. That's some good information. I didn't know that. So you can get like an unemployment benefits if you're disabled and can't work. Okay. And so if you get Social Security, that helps your case, so to speak.
Correct, but you have to be rated at certain percentages in order to qualify for that. Now there
Okay.
are some exceptions to the rule, but it's very hard to get those exceptions.
I hear you, man. All right, good information. Frederick Mason, he said, "Amen, Bobby D."
Hello, my frenemy.
He said, we are desperate in need of leadership in this country. Yeah, man. We are in desperate need of good leadership. We got leadership, but it's not good leadership. We got some kind of
I
leadership, but
mean,
it ain't good. You know?
to be honest with you, this is all we got. All we can do is hope for the best because this is who we got. We can't change it.
Yeah.
Only time it can be changed is in November. But for right now, at this moment, we got to work with what we got. That's all
Yeah,
you can do is support the person we got because that's it. That's all we got.
that's all we got, man. It's not the best, but it's better than I guess it's better than some other countries, but I just wish it was better, but we can't go back. I wish I want to see the old days with my favorite president in the whole wide world. Y'all know who he is. Start with an O. You know what I'm saying? But if we can't go back, we stuck with this guy. So we're gonna deal with him, pray for him, and hopefully it will get better. Okay. All right. Terry Fleming said correct. All right, EZ, what's up, EZ? Riding train, Bobby D. Easy. Marquez says Republicans have closed hospitals for the last 10 years because the people did not want to pay monthly premiums on affordable health care, and the Republicans got tax cuts. 37,000 died of coronavirus. Part of that's, I think part of that's okay. I don't know about closing the hospitals and stuff like that. I know the tax cut that was done back only benefited the rich and the wealthy. Economy go down, okay? And I'm not all for the wealthy. I mean, sometimes they got to have some benefits too, but I'm for the poor man, the man at the bottom, help the man at the bottom. They're the one that really need the help, okay? And that's where all that money that went, you didn't see no big increase in your check, but the corporation got all of that money, and guess what they did with the money? You think they put it back in America? No, they put that in their pockets. They bought stock and
Stock buyback.
yeah, they bought stock in their country, stock, and invested in their country in their company instead of putting it back out by hiring more people and stuff like that. That's where they messed up at. That's where that's what a big problem was when this tax cut came. So I agree with part of that. Right, Train Bobby and Lisa Terry Flair say I can't, Markel. They also put my P and T on my claims. Okay, what does that mean?
I don't know. What do you mean put his P? He must have filed for P and T, and they put it all together because, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that means because when they said they put my P and T on my claims, yeah, he must have filed for P and T or something like that because that.
All right, Terry, straighten that up. Straighten that up, Terry Fleming, so we can figure out what you're talking about. All right, Michael Kopp, he said, Lisa D. Bobby, COVID-19 coronavirus is serious. It will shut down your lungs. It's a severe acute respiratory breathing. It's really affected from nurse mind. Yes. One of the famous reporters on TV has COVID-19. Y'all know Chris Como?
Yeah.
He has it, and he's been still doing reporting, but you can tell him he's sick, man. I looked at him tomorrow. What's wrong with him? He said he got COVID. I was shocked, man. And he's still trying to report. So some people can go through it, but other people it affects them terribly, and they're in the bed with a respirator trying to breathe. So this is nothing to play with, guys. I mean, be serious about it. If you can stay home, stay home. If you have to go out, but protect yourself. Remember what the nurse told us about the alcohol. Cover your head, your eye, not your eye, but cover your nose, your ears, your mouth. See what you marker got on? Wear your mask. Wear your mask. He got that's an N95 he got. See, I have a surgical mask, so I can't go out that much. I got to be careful. But
nah, I picked up this industrial mask right here at the VA.
Okay.
Canteen. It was $45.
Whoa.
And it's supposed to cover you for whatever, any and ever. So
$45. That's pretty high, man. It better be good for $45. That's a good deal there, though. But if it's going to protect you, why not? All right, Michael Coffee, leader D, keep the smile shining, keep the face, stay positive. God bless you. There you go, Michael. Perry Mason said, pray the lot of them may get moved on out like them prune juice.
Perry Mason.
He said, pray them politicians get moved on out like the prune juice smoothies with with the caffeine added. Help Lisa D clean out the system. I still talking about that prune juice, Lisa D.
Get over it.
Okay. Terry Fleming, permanent and total. It talks about permanent and total benefits. That's what he's talking about. When he said P&T.
Right. I understand permanent and total, but what he said didn't make a whole lot of sense. If you remember what he said, I can't, Markel. They also put my P&T on my claims. If you're P&T, okay, and you're 70%, you can't be P&T at 70%. P&T is only reserved for 100% and 100% IU, unemployability. So that's why I'm saying I'm confused on what he's saying, because either he filed for P&T, because I don't understand what he means by they put P&T on my claim. Unless you file P&T, there's no way you're going to be P&T.
Right, that's what he said right there. First, they put P&T on my claim, and then he's saying down here, permanent.
It's permanent and total, right? Permanent. That's what P&T is, permanent and total. But there's only two ways you can get P&T. That's either 100% P&T on the number, or unemployability, IU, 100% P&T. Those are the only two ways. No other number are you going to be P&T. You can't be 70% P&T or 60% P&T without IU. So that's why I'm lost on what he's saying.
All right, Terry. So get that straightened up, and then we get Markel can help you, but you got to give us a little bit more information, a little bit more details. Describe it in detail what you're talking about, and then you might be able to get a detailed answer. Right now, he's just going to give you a general answer. Okay? All right, that's it right there. No more question or comment, y'all. Anybody else? That's it. All right.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a couple of questions, Bobby D.
All right.
So, you know how you like to give back and you like to help people, right? What's your advice on helping young people? How do you reach young people? Because for me personally, it's hard reaching young people because you got to get their attention. And I don't really talk how they talk, use the same kind of language that they use, or I'm not into some of the things that they do extracurricular. So how do you reach young people?
The way I reach young people is try to get down to their level as much as possible. You talk to them, you have to learn a few slang terms, because if you don't talk to them on their level, you're not going to reach them at all. They know slang terms, and they know what's happening now. If you can't reach them about who's this famous entertainer, who is this famous basketball player, or something like that, that's how you start talking to them. You know about this person? You know about Stephen Curry? And then you can get into them. You try to find something that they're interested in that you know about. And then you start talking like that. And then you branch out into other areas that you want to have them know about as well. That's how I do it. Sometimes it's successful. Sometimes they shut you down. Young people are very unpredictable. They're into their thing, and they block older adults out because they think you're old. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing. You don't know how, you just want to stop me from having fun. That's in their mind. You have to take, it takes time to do. You got to be patient. And a lot of us as adults, we're like, I don't want to be bothered. You crazy. Get on away from me. I try to get to their level. I try to understand and see things from the way they're seeing it, because a lot of them are seeing it crazy, man. And you understand, when we came up, everything was more simple. It was more simple, and the life that they're leading now, everything is high tech, everything is very complex, and they live in this fast-paced world. They don't want to wait for nothing. And a lot of the problem is a lot of the younger people think that they're entitled, you know, they don't want to work. You got, can I have, they don't want to work for nothing. They have their hand out every time, but they don't want to work to get. I made my kids work, man. I put around, look here, you did your chores yet? Then you get your allowance. You don't know chores? Get away. Then you get your chores done. But yeah, they want to receive, but they don't want to work to get it, you know. And when you find a kid like that, it's hard to break through that, man. And it all stems from the home training, how you train your children, you know. And a lot of times people in this society, they want to abdicate their role as a parent and put it on the teachers. They didn't teach you that in school? No, that's your job. The teacher can't teach your child how to be respectful. That's your job. And parents don't do that. And one of the problems is also parents would take up for the children instead of the teacher. You know, what did you say to my child? Ma'am, I said your child needs to go home and study. Well, you're supposed to teach him. No, you have to help the teacher by training him at home, making him do his homework. And when if you have trouble with homework, you assist him. It's a lot of things going on, man. And one of the problems is this: you got babies raising babies, okay? Your kids, 13, 14, having children, and they raising them, and the children just like they like sister and brother. You know, they're not more than they have no respect for the parent. A whole lot of issues going on, man. And you're correct, Markel. It's very, very difficult to reach young people, but we can't give up, because when we give up, it's going to be worse than what it is now. We got to keep trying to reach them. And it all stems with the home training they get and the parental training that they get at home. It's very important that you give your child the best. You got any kids, Markel?
3.
3. So you know what I'm talking about, man. It takes a village. It takes a village, man. You can't do it all by yourself. Me, I got 4 girls. And girls is harder to raise than boys. I'm telling you, man, straight up.
Oh yeah, I got 2.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. When they get to the teenage age, you know, they start smelling. My grandma said they start smelling themselves.
Smelling themselves, yeah.
Right? They get hot to try. And every time you turn around, they talk about some boy. Oh, you know, he's so handsome. I'm like, shut your mouth. Ready for that. You know, I used to make them wait. I said, my girls, look, when you get 17, 16, 17, 18, we can talk about maybe you going on a date. Maybe. You know, and I have to go with you. And the chaperone you. They didn't like it, man. You know, but what they did was they did it behind my back. They would go and have boyfriend stuff behind my back. When I found out about it, I would confront them and the boy. I'd get all over them. I said, listen now, you don't do this. I said, until we approve you having a boyfriend, it's not your time yet. You're trying to rush yourself before your time, and you're going to wind up getting in trouble. You want to have a baby early? Man, I break it down to them, man, and they be crying. I'm sorry. You know, reach the girl sometimes, but when they get so hot, man, ain't nothing you can do, man. We're gonna go behind your back and do whatever they want to, but you just gotta don't give up on your children. I don't care. Listen, man, I don't care how many times they mess up. Okay, they could go out here and rob a bank. Okay, you still stick with your children to the end because you had them. They're your blood, man. I don't care if they cuss you out every day. That's okay. It's okay. When they need you, be there for them. That's the way it is. That's the way life is. Blood is thicker than water. No matter what they do, they're yours, man. You know, some people, I don't want to be bothered with them. I'm not going to give them nothing when I leave this world. I'm taking them out of my will. That's crazy talk, man. That's your child. Whether he like you or not, whether you like him or not, that's your blood, man. Stick with him. Yeah. That's why. Lord to the end, man. That's how I am. I don't play that giving up on them. Now, I'm going to give up on you. My mama never gave up on me. My daddy never gave up. I messed up a lot of times, you know. They could have kicked me out the house. When I tell you, when I was 16, they took me from Charleston, South Carolina, and brought me to my grandma. That was the worst thing they could have did for me, man. I was hell back in the like, I didn't want to be there. Every time she said something, they said, who are you talking to? You talking? Go wash them dishes, Bobby. I said, who are you talking to? I don't wash nobody dish. Oh man, y'all seeing me, man. Y'all was that's Bobby D. Yeah, I talk back, but you think my mama slapped me or nothing? She ain't said nothing. She talked to me. She said, "Come here, son. See here. See, listen to me. I'm the only person you got on this earth now. Your mama gone. She said, I'm taking over for her. You better listen to me, and you better do what I say. You want to be on the street?" When she said stuff like that to me, I straightened myself up. And I thank God for her, man. She helped me get through a serious time in my life. Man, I was going through so much changing, man. My mama died. They moved me from South Carolina to Georgia. I was in a new school system, had no friends, only me, my grandmama. My dad was in another house, long way from there, so I could see him maybe once a month. And so she helped me out tremendously, man. And I helped myself out. What I did was, and this might not have been the best thing for me, I blocked people out. I shut down on everybody except for my grandma. I blocked him out because I was so much pain, internal pain and strife. I'm like, man, I'm not going to listen to nobody or nothing. And my mama, my grandmama had pulled me out of it. It took a year, but she pulled me out. I started opening up. She kept talking to me. So you got to get out of it, son. You got to get out. And man, I thank God for her. She gone now, but she made a man out of me. But you know, if you have somebody responsible and with good values, good morals, good teaching, they can help you a lot. If you want to be helped, and I wanted to be helped. I really wanted to be helped. You know, you can't help somebody if they don't want to be helped. I guarantee you that. Cannot help somebody they don't want to be helped. They gotta want it, and they gotta show that they want it. When you see that, stick with them, because they eventually they're gonna come out, and you're gonna help them come out. That's how I do, man. I try to reach the young people as much as I can on their level. But when I see that they don't want it, you got to back up, because then you become their enemy. And when young people, and they think you are the enemy, they will do anything, especially if they got a little cocaine in them, a little crack, a little, you know, child stuff in them. You're the enemy. They coming after you. They coming at your pocket, and they coming after your head with some boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I try to reach young people because it's important. But when I find they're unreachable and unteachable, I leave them alone. That's the best thing I can do. Somebody else may come along and help them. But for me, if I've tried and made an effort and it doesn't not work, it's time to back off to some degree. Let somebody else in there.
All right, last thing. Let me just say this real quick for these people, for the people who just receiving Social Security only or VA only, and you're wondering about the stimulus check, right? Because they're not putting out a whole lot of info. If you go to the IRS's website, they now have up where you can see information for whatever category you qualify in. Now, the thing that they didn't tell people who are just on Social Security who don't file taxes, or just on VA who don't file taxes, you have to file taxes if you want to receive that money.
Right. That's exactly correct. I'm gonna be talking about some more similar stuff. I might come back tonight with that. But yeah, if you haven't filed your taxes, forget about it. You don't think you're gonna get a check?
They're not gonna pay you.
Go get a stimulus check. If they don't have a tax record for you for the last 2 or 3 years, forget about it. You know, even whether you owe money or not, you should have filed. Now, what you can do an amended tax return quickly, and you know, you do file one, then you might get a check. But if you haven't filed, if you don't have a 2019 or 2018 tax return, forget about it. But for the most part, and you probably have to, you really want something, you have to go to your congressman or something like that, and you might get something. I don't know. But for the most part, if you have not filed those tax returns, you will not receive anything. Who else we got riding this train today? Terry Fleming, he said, my claims go back to 2006. It's all or nothing for me now. 2006. Man, this is 2000.
So, yeah. So basically, he's on an appeal, or he filed a clear and unmistakable error by the VA, and he's trying to get whatever he's got now to go all the way back, and he's trying to get 100% and P&T from 2006 going forward. That's what I'm assuming he's doing, because he either filed a Q, or he filed an appeal, or it's before the board. Those are the only 3 ways. But I understand what he's doing now. So he's basically trying to get 100% going back that way. And if they don't give it to him, you know, he's pretty much stuck at the 70% rate where he is now.
70% is not too bad. Now, I mean, you want to get 100, but
no, 70% is like what is it, like $1,300 or $1,400 a month?
That's good money, man. You know, that's good. And you might have
100 pays. If you're single, 100 you get about $3,000 a month.
That's good. That's good money, man. But 70% is not too bad. You might have to get a little part-time job to go along with it, you know. But hopefully you get that 100 tier. Let's hope for that. Michael Carvin says Wuhan Chinese people think eating bats is exotic, but it's killing them. Shut down the wet markets over there. Yeah, they have already shut those wet markets down, and hopefully they shut down, because what they're doing is affecting the entire world. It's not just about them anymore. This is a global world. We are all connected and interconnected. We are one now. And the Chinese have not got that in their mind yet. They think they are the one, but we are one. They want to rise up and be number one in the world. And they do. A lot of people, somebody just sent me something, said that they did this whole thing so they could wind up being number one. That's what they said. And said the proof of the fact is that their economy is now coming up again because they came out before everybody else, and they're gonna wind the economy gonna be #1 even over the U.S. That's what they said was the proof of it. I don't know. We got a lot of conspiracy theorists. That's one of them. Michael Coffey said, how China could have avoided all this mess, eating these wild animals, are hunting their citizens over there from Nurse Mike. I hurting the citizens. Yeah, man, I know how it is, Michael. Let's see. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. Markel, I said thank you. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Michael Coffey. Michael Coffey got a lot of talk today, man. He said, I rent a condo in Avita. Okay, I know what Avita is. Avita is not near IT Park, near Yellow Mall too. It's by the new Central Block, Yellow Mall. Yeah, okay, I know where that is, Mike. All right, guys.
Okay, he pops in and out a lot.
He's doing the 14-hour, 12-hour shifts. And
okay,
I missed something.
Yeah.
I missed.
Did you answer Terry Fleming's question?
For the 7% they gave me, they had to go back 7 years. And
okay, I missed that.
Of the rest of the contentions. Okay. Well, wow. So, in other words, you've been on a deferment? Are you saying that you've been on a deferment since 2006? If that's the case, you either need to talk to your congressperson. Well, first, I would call the White House. They have a 800 number. They have a hotline number at the White House. Obviously, right now is not a good time, but once kind of things get back, but they have an 800 number at the White House you can call that handles veterans issues. I would start there first, and if they couldn't do anything for you, then I would go to either my congressperson in the area or my senator in the area. If they couldn't do nothing for me, then I would go to the press. I would take all my information and let them know, hey, I've been on a deferment since 2006. That's 14 years. There's no way that's right. If that's what you're saying, there's no way that's right. So, or after that, hire an attorney, because there's no way that's right.
Yeah, something's not right. That doesn't even sound 14 years. Something ain't right, man. Something's not right. You need to go to high up on that. I would get an appointment and go down there to see who's in charge and explain my case to them.
Well, it doesn't quite work that way. The VA system is not set up to talk to whoever's in charge. It's set up to talk to the lowest man on the totem pole. They hear whatever it is. They write up a report, then they send it to their supervisor. And that's pretty much as far as they go at that point. So
you see a rep at the window, you tell them the story, they write it up, and they send it to their supervisor. Supervisor decide what they're going to do from there. Got it.
You're right. Yeah, there's no going to the top.
Yeah, I see why. Because they would have everybody up there, and that would not be good. Michael, I'll be in the Cebu, Philippines in October on a nurse mission. Okay. Hope to see you there, man. Yeah, let me know when you get out there, Michael. Good to see you, man.
You read that already?
I read that. No, I didn't.
Central Bank.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I read that. Randy Jr., what's up, Randy? Randy is a Filipino. He living in the States. He said, Salamat kayo for sharing my life story, Pastor D. Call it a comeback. Yeah, man. I'll do it. I had to have a comeback, many comebacks in my life, man. I've been down and out a lot of times in my life. But you know what? I always find a way to come back, and I come back strong, man. I don't play. You can get me down, but you can't keep me down. Cream always rises to the top, baby, and I'm gonna make it to the top. I see you from the top. Me and Markel will see you from the top, baby. That's how we do. We're the best you got, and we'll see you from. Did that rhyme? See you from the top. I don't know. I keep rhyming, man. I don't know what it is. Every time I turn around, I'm rhyming. So I don't even trying to do it. It just come out. I'm a rhyme master. All right, what we got? Okay, he did that. You did that already, Tara, and you still at point zero. Oh man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say, man.
You get the chest.
You need to hire an attorney. At this point, all you can do at this point is hire an attorney. If you've taken all those steps, contacted all those people, and you've still gotten nowhere, you need to get to an attorney at this point.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet, Terry. Get you an attorney. Hopefully he can do something for you, man. But you talking to Markel. Markel done seen it all and everything. So he telling you, when he tell you to get an attorney, it's like, I don't even got more else to say. He attorney about the best bet.
I mean, you call the White House, you talk to your congressperson or your senator, you've done all this, and you've gone to the press, and you know, because they love to run a veteran story. You a veteran, you tell them your story, they gonna run your story. And you tell you did all this and nobody has done anything at this point. No, you need to hire an attorney.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be your best bet, Terry. Get you a good one. See what happens. Right, train Bobby D, Lisa D. We got. You see, you get the gist. Yeah, we got it. We got it, Terry. Terry Fleming. My case was remanded back to the St. Pete from Washington. St. Pete from Washington. St. Pete must be a veterans place, one of the top veterans places. St. Pete to Washington. So, okay, go ahead. D. You okay?
I thought you.
Nah, Michael Collins said, keep it tight and right on the low train. Yeah, man, ride the train today. Ride the train. That's it. All right, y'all. Markel, we thank you so much for being with us today. We'll have you back again next month. And same time, same topic, or different topic, whatever you bring. I'm gonna let you do the bringing. Whatever you want to, whatever you feel is important to bring, that you bring it, and we're gonna sling it. Okay? Sling it to the people.
Okay. Well, hopefully it was enough information that it helped some people out who wasn't aware of My HealtheVet and telehealth. Those are some things that they can definitely use right now where they don't have to go in. Call the 800 number that you give at the end, the 1-800-827-1000. Sign up for My HealtheVet, and then call to sign up for telehealth, and that'll keep you straight right there.
Okay, guys, you got it. Telehealth and My HealtheVet. If you can't see nobody because everything is slowed down right now because of the virus, telehealth and My HealtheVet is your best bet right now. And Terry Fleming says, I'm in the final stage of the appeals process. Okay, so he's in the last.
Okay, so that's why it's taking so long. He's in an appeal. That's okay. That's okay. He's a bit in appeal. Unfortunately, yes. Appeals, Bobby Dix, will last years.
Oh, really?
I had an appeal that was done recently that went back to 2009. It took 10 years to get it done. So yeah, with appeals process, it does take sometimes, depends on what all it is, because it could be something complicated, could be something that got omissed, and they got to go all the way back, and it takes a long time. Not making an excuse, but that's the reality of the situation with appeals. So with an appeal, yes. Had it been just a normal claim and it's like they've been holding for something, hell no. But with an appeal, yes, it can take a long time.
All right. So that explains it. You're in an appeal, Terry. And with an appeal, according to Markel, it can take years and years, man. So you just got to hang in there, and hopefully it'll work out for you to the best. All right.
Pray for that, Terry.
All right. Okay, Markel, thank you so much, ma'am. I'm gonna let you go. Appreciate it. And we're gonna close it out. All right, guys, we're gonna do our closing comments. And we're gonna close this thing out. Thank you so much for everybody. Oh, okay. I got this wrong, Lisa D.
No.
Okay. Big shout out to everybody who gave today. Markel, thanks so much. Appreciate you, man. Always contributing to the channel. And that's why we have him on. Okay. He has a very positive attitude. He gives a very positive message, and he don't play no game. That's the kind of people I like, okay, because they like me. I don't play. I give you positive information you can use and use immediately, okay? We have the same type mentality and the same type attitude. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Our Facebook fan page is called Philippines Connection. Like the page whenever you get a chance. If you are viewing the video as a replay, let the commercials play, the ads play if you can. And email me if you have questions, concerns, or any type of information you want to share, email me at that address. We have a free Android app called the Philippines Expat Lifestyle. You can download that to your Android phone at any time, free for you, no charges, okay? I'll call the 1-800 number if you can't reach Markel. First try to reach Markel. He has a Q&A every day, 7 days a week on YouTube. Check him out. He'll answer your question live on the spot. If he can't answer your question, he'll give you some research. He'll find out. He'll get you the appropriate answer. You can call that 1-800 number. Also remember telehealth, sign up for it. And the other one was My HealtheVet. .gov. Sign up for those programs that will help you. If you're a veteran, if you're not a veteran, you can refer these programs to people that you know that are veterans. There's a lot of veterans in this world, and a lot of them do not take advantage of their benefits and the things that can help them in this life because they just don't know. And if you have the knowledge, you ought to help them out so that they can get some type of help and assistance they need. That's what we're about. We're each one teach one, each one reach one. You know, that's what we do. We help, we support each other on this train. That's what we do, man. And if you're the kind of person like me, you're happy to be here because it's all positivity. I'm not giving you no doom and gloom. I'm trying to help you move forward in your life. That's what it's all about, man. Each one teach one, each one reach one. I'm not giving you no jive talk. I'm not here talking to, well, you know, this lady. I don't play that, man. That's wasting your time. I give you stuff you can use, man. Please help me help you. Okay? All right. That's it. I'm off my rant now. Y'all love me, man. I get on my rant. They pull me off of it. But anyway, that's it for now. We're gonna do our closing clips, and we out. Here we go.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or a queen. Life in the Philippines.
All right, guys, that's it for now. This is Bobby D and Lisa D saying take care. God bless and peace.